As much as Mike hated making cartoons, he couldn't help but to make more and more. One of his most popular creations is a funny little show called King of the Hill. The show is about a 45-year-old man named Hank Hill who is a propane fanatic, a 44-year-old woman named Peggy who is known for being a narcissist, and an 11-year-old boy named Bobby whose main interest is rock music, much to his father's dismay. There have been many bad episodes throughout the series, and many people have considered it to be unfunny garbage. Hank had an issue with his anger and would often lash out at his friends. Bobby was known for being weird, and his father would often criticize him for his bizarre behavior. Speaking of bizarre stuff, there was a lost episode of the series that was supposed to be the pilot episode. I first heard about it on a website called Reddit. There have also been rumors that Mike didn't even like the show to begin with and would continuously beg the network, Fox, to cancel it. The episode was called Dark Side of the Hill, and it was shown to a test audience of 10 people, all of which were interns for Fox. Unfortunately, only a few people remember what the episode was about. It apparently started off with Hank looking at his propane tank, then his face turned red and his teeth were grinding. Most of the other footage from the episode had been considered lost for a very long time, until today. It was found at an abandoned theme park, where a man, whose name is unknown, found it while searching through a so-called alien tunnel. It was a DVD disc with the words, Dark Side, written in Sharpie marker. When he got home, he put the tape into his VCR, and this is what he saw. The episode starts off with Hank looking at a propane tank underneath his barbecue, then his face turns red and his teeth start to grind. What's odd is that the animation was a lot more choppy and slow, and Hank's voice was a lot deeper. Hank continues to grind his teeth for a good 5 minutes before the scene finally ends. It cut to Dale hanging out with an unknown character. His name was never mentioned in the episode due to the entire scene being completely silent. The character himself had ginger hair, a large white beard, and enormous ears. He also wore a yellow shirt, along with some pink shorts. Dale also looked rather strange in this version. He wore a blue shirt and white pants, and his eyes were bigger than his head. He looked a little like an alien. The screen cut to black for a few seconds, before fading to another scene. Bobby was bored, mostly because his room was empty. He stared at the wall for about 2 minutes, before finding a book on the floor. The book was about the occult and other paranormal stuff, and Bobby proceeded to read it. The shot of him reading lasted for about 10 minutes. The person who found the VHS tape found this very boring. Bobby decides to go outside and play. He walks around in his backyard, and he finds a terrifying sight. Both Lady Bird and Peggy were chained up to a wall, and Hank was summoning some sort of demon. The demon himself was named Abaddon. Hank continued to yell this chant for the remainder of the episode.